What's going on, guys? Nick with MFX here. I'm going to go through some quick analysis here for a GBPJPY. So, looking at where price is currently, we're right here where the screen line is. Price is retesting a previous resistance level and also a previous support level, so a very, very significant level in here. This looks like it must have been a stop hunt or bear trap to confuse people, but essentially this level has been respected pretty well, so I drew a green line right there for that level. I also drew another level down here because this peak stopped, kind of halted right there, along with these few in the past. I've sort of played around right there, so I figured that'd be a good level to throw in. And in fact, I'm going to bring this just a little bit lower, because it looks like this includes these wicks, these candles, this wick. So another level right there. So we're going to go, this is the daily chart. I'm going to go into the 4 hourly. We're going to show you what we're looking at. We've had a downtrend, so a heavy downtrend coming. And then price has just been cracking all these levels, just continuing down. So something to note here is this right here appears to be an Elliott wave pattern. So we've got our range right here. We've got our breakout or retest. Another move down here and then a pullback, and then a final move down here to wave 5. So this is typically where we see reversals. We saw a little reversal right here. We could see a crack of this trend line, a tap before going up, or we could see something else, which is what I'm kind of thinking is going to happen looking at this right here. So here's what we're looking at. We're looking at bearish long term because we've broken a very big key level. Price has hung around down here for a while. Buyers have run the price back up to this level. So this is the pattern that I'm looking at in here. I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart to look at it. And here we are. So 1 hour chart, quick analysis here. We have a downtrend right here. Okay, I don't see a clear Elliott wave pattern in this. I like to if I'm doing like a trend like that, but I don't right there, so I didn't draw anything. But we can tell it's a very clear downtrend, very well respected. We had a breakout and then a retest before the market continued up. So this was our little range. This was our downwards area. We had a break out of that area, retest before continuation. So this is our range. This is our 0, 1, 2 for the breakout retest. Then we have 3, 4. So this is the second biggest wave, pull back, and then we have 5 forming up here. Okay. So one thing I want to kind of put into a little bit of perspective here is this level right here. This is that previous daily level, and price has literally just touched it. So I'm not going to be taking any trades right this second, but I am looking for a reason to sell if this starts rejecting. Okay, so if it just continues up and we have a lot of bullish activity, I'm not going to take this trade. But what I'm kind of wanting to happen is if you pull this down to the 30-minute, you see we have this smaller minute 30 trend, and we have this bigger sort of H1 trend. So right here, what I would like to see is this is the most relevant price right here so far, the most relevant level as of now is this key level and plus this miniature uptrend. So what I would like to see is I would like to see price come back here, play around at this trend line like that before going back up, testing this level, getting rejected yet again, then actually breaking through this level before coming back, tapping that level right here, and then starting to show wicks and reject that level coming down into here. Okay, so then at that point price could do something like retesting this area before falling, and if it falls from here, this is going to be a pretty substantial fall, so all the way down here. So potential trades could be taken somewhere in along here. Price may come out and then retest these previous highs, or maybe this right here. So we could be looking at a trade entry somewhere down in here as opposed to right here. Now something that could happen is if we take this trade, we could see the market run up here and try to get to test this little downwards trend line. So if we take a trade right in here, my stop is going to go just above this high, be a very tight stop loss, and then it can go and it can play around this trend and then maybe break the bigger trend before falling down. But as of right now, if this is truly a level that the market's going to respect, you should see a lot of people taking profit right here. The bulls come back in to try to run price up, but I want to see this level cracked before I look to take any trades. So something like that. So I want to see this level cracked. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking for throughout the rest of late Asian session and London and New York. Is I just want to see something clear happen down in here, so that we can look to take these this really solid trade setup. Okay, because right now it's looking pretty good, but I just want a little bit more of a confirmation and an entry that I know I can enter, and it's probably going to go straight into profit. So that being said, if we enter right here, let's look at where our stops and targets would be. We're going to go for a short order. So let's just say we enter, let's say the market comes out here, retest, and then it starts to go down, and we get an entry maybe somewhere in here. Let's just say get an entry right there. Stop, I'm going to probably put just above this top line right here. So that could be roughly a 100 pip stop. Take profit, I'm going to put down here at these previous lows, going to target these previous lows down in here. Now, let's look on the bigger time frames to see the next relevant levels. The next relevant levels are, if our take profit's down in here, next relevant levels I'd say are right in here. So if we drug that out, that could be even more potential profit for 750 pips. Personally, I'm interested to see what price is going to do down at this level. So if we could even just get 300 pips on that, it is GJ, and that could happen very, very quickly over the course of a day, 2, 3, 4 days even. So that is what I'm looking at right now to happen with GJ. So like I said, we've had an Elliott wave pattern up. It's been tapping a key level right here. If we see a quick push out here with divergence before it quickly falls back into here and then breaks below this area and then tests it with rejection, sort of starting a new downtrend, then I'll look to take a short order as well. So like I said, remember, we can go and crack all the way up here before we come down. It's very, very clear here if you look at the 30-minute chart. This is divergent. So we have wave 5 area up here, and we have these peaks divergent. So yeah, these are going down, these are going up. So it is diverging here at wave 5 if you look at the 30-minute chart. And we're just kind of combining that with this whole Elliott wave pattern with the bigger picture of this being a key level market tapping and wanting to come. So like I said, I don't enter trades just because it touches a key level, because anything can happen. I don't enter it if it just hits that and starts falling down. I look at the next previous uptrend, something like this bigger trend here and this one right here, and if it can crack that, that's a very good sign because it shows weakness as far as buyers. And then price can run up here and then test before falling more. It shows even more buyer weakness, so a lot of people will probably turn to sellers at that point. Once a lot of people become sellers and click sell, you'll see price just start to drop very rapidly. So if this doesn't happen, it can break up above here, test this area before going upwards and breaking this trend line, and then testing somewhere in here or maybe even here along this other uptrend line before going up even more. We don't know, we'll see what happens, but I am looking to short this if this happens. And if the market continues up and starts doing something else, then I'll just post a new video. We'll see what happens. We'll kind of trade it like that. So that's my analysis, guys. Hope you guys learned something from it. I will be seeing you guys in the Telegram group and YouTube and wherever else I catch you online. So if you haven't already, check out the website www.missionfx.us. That's MISSIONFX.us. So check out the website, go through the free training if you're not already on the free training, and that way you can kind of tell you have a little bit more sort of background, and you can better understand this pattern and this setup that I trade. So it's very, very good, very, very profitable, very simple once you learn it. So it's good stuff. So I'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys. Bye.